72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Here's Pittsburgh with the ball, trailing by 4. On the wing, Mitchell. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pass to Reeves. Picked by Pachulia. Fires, high post. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pittsburgh making a switch here. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Here's Mitchell. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Toronto working the ball around now. Covington wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Howard.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Howard often thinking about his offense. Nice look there to create for a teammate.
And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. Toronto leading by 7. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Portis. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
From deep, Reeves. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we conclude the first half. Toronto leads by 8 and will return shortly. Here's Mitchell. Oubre outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Fareed. And here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Covington. Offensive rebound. Toronto calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Now Reeves. 5 on the clock. Pass to Rodman. Fires from 14. Knocks it loose. Here's Covington. Covered by Oubre. Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto. And so Fareed will bring it up for Pittsburgh. It's a 5-point game. shot off the mark. Good D by Covington. Pass to Reeves. And Fareed sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Doncic outside. Howard at the elbow. Doncic outside. Shoots the three. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Reeves. Kicks it out to Rodman. Buries it from three-point range. Rodman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Middleton on the wing. Covington with the steal. Here's Reeves. Rodman sets a screen. Reeves with it. Picked up by Portis. Reeves right side. Tries yet again. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Oubre. Fareed, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Pittsburgh trails by 10. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Mitchell's got his first basket.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Doncic looking it over. Oh, Reeves in position. Here's Fareed. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
And Fareed has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Toronto leading by 8. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Morrow. Connects, the jumper drops. Pittsburgh trails by 10. Back to Olajuwon. That one misses. Great D that time from Howard. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Morrow. Clock at 6. Covington down low. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Fareed. Knocked away. Oubre outside. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson. That's tipped.
Well, incredible work on defense from Zaza Pachulia. Great positioning so he can reject it.
Pass to Covington. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Pittsburgh trails by 10. Here's Mitchell. And sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Good on the three-point shot. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Toronto.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Julia, good.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Miller with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Cans it from downtown. Oubre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Lobbed up there for Miller. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Fareed. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. Toronto on defense. Middleton can't get it to go. Here's Pachulia. Out to the right wing. Morrow, that's a two-pointer. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Pittsburgh trails by 17. Here's Westbrook. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run here. For three, Covington. Rebounded by Jackson. Out to Miller. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Portis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's 6 points for Bobby Portis.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
To the middle. 10 Pachulia with the dunk.
Pachulia's toughness on display. Skies for the easy finish.
Westbrook with it. Out guarded by Pachulia. And it's Westbrook missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Toronto leading by 20. Lobbed up there for Miller.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And the basket is good. Here's Toronto now. Here's Morrow. Shot clock at 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Pittsburgh trails by 20. Pass to Olajuwon. The baseline jam. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Toronto has possession. Here's Morrow. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
sense. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers.